Hey there everybody, once again back to O-Yoroi we go, and I'm going to start base coating him, and I'm going to be doing the white first as the underpainting base coating, except I'm going to be doing it as the blue-grey from the bottom direction, which is this one. I don't know if you can really see the colour on that. And the cold grey there, and the warm grey from the top direction, just to keep it in line with all the other JSA stuff I've done. Then I will use that as the base coat, and I'll either paint, I'm not sure yet, but I might paint the red straight over the top of it. I might have to do a tester piece there, see how the red paints straight over the top of it, or I might have to white up everything and then paint the red in over the top. But I'm going to be using all of the pre-highlights that I've done as guidelines, and that will facilitate me knowing sort of where to paint what, essentially. But if you like, essentially I'll use the warm grey from this angle, so that everything looking from this angle is in the warm grey. And I'm not going to flip it up, but if you imagine the opposite angle diagonally looking upwards, I'm going to do all the blue grey in that direction. So if you're looking at it head on, it's kind of got a diagonal stripe of warm fading through to cold. The cold is the underside, the warm will be the top side, so the warm will be like the lit side, and the cold will be the shaded side. So I'm going to just crack on with that. It's going to take a while, I'll get all that done. I'll get back to you once I've got the basic mini, all the panels that I want picked out like so, done. So I shall see thee in a long while for me, but a moment for you. First stage complete. This is the warm grey or pink side of the O-Yoroi painted, and if I start to rotate around, you can see that on the other side I still left the black. So if I rotate around to here, it's virtually all pink. However, you can see it's virtually all black if I rotate it around to this side still. So this will be the dark side, which is going to go cold grey or blue grey, depending on your point of view. And then I will start the whitening up process in order to turn this into the white layer. Here are the arms, the little arms, the control arms. Now it may look funny at the moment because I've got the pink side facing us, or warm grey, but it's because you have to bear in mind that it's the underside of the other arm here, which you'll be able to see. So it's just down to how I've stuck them down, and you have to remember that which side you'll actually be visible. So do bear that in mind when you are painting, if you're painting in this kind of a way. Here is the head unit again. This is the light side, and there is the dark side yet to be painted. And then here are the crazy koalas. I've left a reasonable amount of black. I'm quite happy to leave like black fingers, and I'm leaving the back of the heads in black as well. For contrast, also because you put enough effort into doing something like the black. Then as you can see again on the flip side, they are still pretty, they're still needing the double-sided and the blue-grey applied. So I'll be cracking on with that, and again, few hours for me, but mere moments for you. Catch you in a second. So here's the end of phase 1 of base coating. I've got the pink and blue grey, or warm and cold greys for the kind of underpainting base coat. For the white part of the base coating though, I'm going to get this whited up. It's just taking me so long, so apologise, this is going to be a bit of a short one. But if I rotate round to this angle, you can see that it's virtually entirely the blue-grey. And then as you rotate around, well, at this angle you still can only see the blue-grey, but continue rotating, and it moves round into the warm grey. Continue to rotate. move into the sort of the pink tones, the warmer grey tones. Continue to rotate. And that gives you your light side, shaded side, or lighted side, shaded side variety. I'll just give you a quick aerial twizz as well. Here you go. Rotate around. Unfortunately, we're moving into the shade of the light there. Rotate around. And you can see it starts to have that rotational colour change. Just from the side again, as you rotate around, you get that colour variation. But this is all going to get whited up as well, so it will end up much more blended. I'll put sharp white highlights in between the colours and then fade them into one another. There's the arms and the head. So again, with the head you have the light side, and the shaded side. And you can see when you're looking at it straight on, you can see the difference, but tonally, and this is why they're greys, they are in the neutral scale, and you can't really, or tonally, you can't identify a difference between them. You just got the warm pinker colour and the cold bluer colour, and I'm using the pink colour as the base coat for the lit side and the cold grey blue colour as the shaded colour. And again, you can see this on the arms as well. If I start rotating them around, you can see where the pink and the blue sort of blend and how they blend. Finally then, here is the light and shade coloured crazy koalas, and these are pretty good. They're coming up well. I mean, there's stupid detail. I mean, you can see this is my thumb here. It's smaller than my thumb. They're like 10mm tall, maybe 15mm. And you can just see where there's the blending through again. I mean, I'm taking a very painterly approach to this. If you are or have access to the facility of utilizing, if I can remember words are a thing, I know words, spray, airbrush, that's the word. You can do all of this stuff much easier, much faster. The only thing that you can't really do is you have to paint the whole miniature, unless it's a big miniature, in which case you can sort of screen parts. But you can't really screen the whole miniature, although you could try using masking agents from watercolour if you wanted to sort of block in areas with masking agent and then spray paint areas with different sort of colour ranges and techniques. Or you could just you know, do the straight underpaint, a straight warm grey, cold grey fade much more easily as well. So there you go, from the warm side. And then I'll leave you with these little guys. So I hope this is of some use to you, some interest there. This has taken about, I don't know, I think it's about 12 hours of painting in this phase so far. I'm doing this as a very long, laborious, slow paint, I'm afraid. This isn't about boshing stuff out, but painting stuff to a high quality. I'm hoping by the end of this I'll actually have a miniature which I'm like really actually proud of, rather than it's just up to a decent standard. Also, I'm hoping to start pushing stuff up to maybe closer to a competition level standard, rather than just, you know, your high-end tabletop standard. So hope you've enjoyed, hope you enjoy your painting. Have a good one everybody and take care. Bye bye.